Hi, Jean Schumacher here, and tonight I'm making yogurt. So I just wanted to show you some of the steps that I go through. First, the West Soy has changed its packaging. So it's got a new label, but it's still the same, but it's called now West Life. Make sure you look for that instead of the old package. And so this is a 64 ounce container right here. So I use that because it makes 3 jars of yogurt, which I can use up easily in a week. So I'll make that with 64 ounces. And then right now I have in the pot, this is a Swiss Diamond pot. And right now it's about 70 degrees, and that's in Fahrenheit. And so this is a little thermometer that you can clip right on into that. So I'm going to turn this on. Now the trick is to get this up to just a little over 105 or right around 105. Take it off the stove right away. If you by mistake go over, I did that once, I got up to 120 and still made yogurt, but I was concerned that the chemical reaction is very temperature dependent. Okay, so what do I put in here? I'm so glad you asked. So I use, it's called acidophilus, and this is a mixture of 40 plus different bacterias. And you can look on the back, it's microscopic print, but you can look on the back, but it's called acidophilus, and I get it, this is by Solgar, and you can get that on Amazon. You can use, if you go to any store, you can use any probiotic, it works really well. But, mix it up, this is the one I use, so I'm showing you that one. The other thing that I use is, I found this vegan yogurt starter culture. Again, if you look on the back, it's got a different blend of probiotics. So when you're changing and using different probiotics, it's going to help your gut biome, number one. Number two, it's also going to give you a variety of good probiotics. So this comes in little packages, so I just have it cut open right here. I'm just going to add it right to the soy milk. And then the acidophilus comes in these capsules. They look like this. And so it's 1 capsule for every 8 ounces of soy milk. So because I use 64, that's 8. So instead of using 8, I use 1 of those packets and 4 of these capsules. And I just basically break them apart, and I put them usually directly in, but I just wanted you to see what it looked like, the powder. Now, as you're heating this up, you want to keep moving it. So you can use a whisk. And right now you can see the temperature is climbing up pretty quickly because you're stirring it. So another way you can do this, and I like this even better, is an immersion blender. So this is another way that you can mix things very quickly and without having to use the blender and all that stuff. So this adds a lot of oxygen into this, so that helps, I think, support the bacterial growth. Right now, it has already jumped up to almost 105 degrees. So I'm going to take this off the stove right now, and I've got 3 jars over here. Now these jars are from Vermont Village Organic Unsweetened Applesauce. I use this a lot for baking. It replaces oil, and so this is just a great jar. And so I've taken off the labels, and this makes perfectly 3 glass jars. So I just take this, and now you can either use a soup ladle to get that in, or if you, that's why I put a towel down, because you might miss the jar, which I just did. And there you have it, 3 jars of yogurt. So 3 come in here and fit perfectly. It fits perfectly. This is the 8-quart Instant Pot. This is the 6-quart Instant Pot, and it fits perfectly in both of them. Like a quart jar just seems to be a little bit too high in the middle, but this is perfect. So as you can see, it makes 3 yogurts. So now I'm going to come down here to the front of this, and we have a yogurt button. If you don't have a yogurt button, you have an old machine. It's time to get a new one. So this yogurt button, you hit that, press that, and now it goes for 9 hours and 30 minutes. So I'm making this before I go to bed, and so in the morning, I will have yogurt. Yogurt can be used for a variety of things. And you can see it set itself to 0, and so now it's going to start counting up till it gets to 9 hours and 30 minutes. So now we have to put the Instant Pot lid and turn that in the back just to keep all the heat in, and then it's going by itself. So there's really nothing else you need to do. Making yogurt is that easy.